Welcome back, children. This is part 4 of chapter 21 disaster management. Already we have discussed three parts. In the first one, we have discussed about the what is disaster, what are the factors responsible for the disaster, how the disaster can be managed. In the second part, we have discussed about the earthquakes, floods, and landslides. In the third part, we have discussed about the volcanic eruptions, then cyclones, droughts. Yes, these three topics we have covered. So in this part 4, we're going to discuss about the human-made disasters and the mitigation process. So before entering into the topic, I'd like to remind you our online class norms. Keep your content book ready, notes note ready, keep your stationery materials ready, write neat and legible, leave little finger space between two words, draw the in margins properly, underline the headings using pencil and scale. I hope you people have go through the topic. So just keep in mind this is an activity lesson. You have to make a scrapbook. So just listen to the audio carefully, children. So in this chapter, we're going to discuss about human-made disaster, nuclear accidents, fire, travel-related disaster, mitigation of disaster. I repeat, human-made disaster, nuclear accidents, fire, travel-related accidents, and mitigation of disaster. First one, human-made disaster. So, human made disaster usually occurred by the mistakes and human actions and negligence. Is it clear, children? Due to our own mistake only, these disasters happen. In that first one, we're going to see about the nuclear accidents and the industrial accidents, children. For example, I want to tell you an incident, children. In the year 1984, we have Bhopal, right? In India, where is Bhopal, children? In the eastern part, not extreme eastern part, near to the Bengal region. Can you find Bhopal in your map? Yes. So what happened there is a leakage, children, in a factory. So what type of leakage? The poisonous gas leakage, methyl isocyanide, okay, which causes 10,000 people killed due to that leakage. Imagine, children, how many people? 10,000 people, and also more than 3 lakh people are disabled due to that gas leakage. How dangerous it is, as like the same, children. So I hope you all know there is a gas leakage in the Vizag, right? As like the same. So it is the poisonous gas named methyl isocyanide, which caused by our human beings, our negligence, and also the nuclear disaster. So nuclear disaster is caused by the accidents or the use of the nuclear weapons. For example, there is a place called Chernobyl, children. Place called Chernobyl, which is in Ukraine in the year 1986. In the year 1986, there is a leakage in the nuclear power plant. Imagine, children, it is a nuclear power plant. What it causes, children? It causes serious damages to the most of the people. Is it clear? So, lot of thousands of people affected due to this Chernobyl incident across the Europe, children. Not only in the Ukraine, across the Europe. And also I want to remind you about the incident which happened during the World War. In the year 1945, the year 1945, two nuclear bombs, children, which dropped over the Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So where these two places are? These two places are in Japan. Is it clear, children? So what happened? So the bomb name is Little Boy and Fat Man. Little Boy and Fat Man. So the name Little Boy, that bomb dropped on the Hiroshima on 6th August 1945. 6th August 1945. And what about the Fat Man? It dropped over Nagasaki on 9th August 1945, which killed about 90,000 to 1,66,000 children. How much people, children? 90,000 to 1,66,000 in the Hiroshima, and in Nagasaki 60,000 to 80,000 people. These many people died, children, due to those two bombs. So the radiation resulted in contamination of water, food, and environment. Not only it affected the people children, it affects the environment also. So how dangerous it is. So these are the nuclear disaster and industrial disaster happened in the world children. So what are the effects? So it causes serious illness children, like cancer, blindness, and loss of hearing. And what is meant by disorientation? Disorientation means it affects the people mentally. And also leukemia. What is meant by leukemia? It affects the blood cells and formation of blood tissues in our human body. So what are the do's and don'ts? We should not go outside children. We should not go outside. We have to close the doors and windows, and we have to listen to the official radio and TV broadcasts. Is it clear? And we should not drink and eat things from the outside, because they will be contaminated either by the gas or else by the radioactive materials. We have to switch off the air conditioners children and fans. We have to prepare for a possible evacuation. We should be ready children. We should be ready for the evacuation. We should not touch the accumulated dust deposited by the explosion, because it contains the harmful radiation radioactive materials children. Then nuclear plant should be constructed away from the towns, cities, and coastal areas in a tectonically safe zones, which will not affect the human beings. Is it clear children? So then the next one, terrorist attacks. So the terrorist attacks means the disaster which happened or made by the human being, especially terrorist people. So one of the worst incident in the history is in the year 11th September 2001. In which year children? The year 11th September 2001. The twin towers of the World Trade Center, which is at New York, USA, it was damaged by the terrorist children. It killed more than 3,000 people. How many people? 3,000 people were killed by the human beings itself. Imagine children how devastating it is. On 26th November 2008, we have a terrorist attack in our own Mumbai children. It also create many psychological effects. People are affected children. They are traumatized. What is maybe traumatized? They are affected psychologically. Okay children. Then also in the 7th September 2011, there is a powerful bomb blast in the Delhi High Court children, which killed many people. So these are the terrorist attacks. Why they want to kill the people children? For some of their own reasons. Whether it is fair to kill a human being children? No. Okay, so these terrorist attacks are completely one of the mad things which the human beings do. Is it clear children? So how, what are the do's and don'ts for these terrorist attacks? If there is an attack, stay indoors. Listen to the official radio and TV broadcasts. You should not go out children. Okay, use your phone only when it is necessary. Don't use the phone simultaneously children. Why? There may be the chance of hacking your phone, or else your phone will be detonating any bombs. Then do not touch any unidentified object and immediately inform the police. If you find any bag outside the place, don't immediately open it children. Either it may contain any bombs too. So first you have to inform to the police officers. Then if you find any suspicious person in your locality, immediately inform the police. Is it clear children? And also keep in mind, you should not roam suspiciously in your area also. Do not accept any article from unidentified person which creates bitter informations, like they want to brainwash you, they want to make you as a terrorist children. So don't get any news, any articles from the unidentified person. Don't give your mobile number or your contact details in online. Is it clear children? Is it clear? To any suspicious websites, not like Amazon and all, to any suspicious websites. Is it clear? The next one, fire. Fire is a very common human made disaster children. Last year we have Australia bushfire, right? See how many living beings are affected by the Australian bushfire. So how these things happening children? Due to the human negligence. Due to the human negligence. Major cause of the fire are short circuits in the electrical circuit, blasts, firearms, crackers during any festival and bursting of gas cylinders. So it may cause the massive loss of life and property, especially in the crowded areas. Is it clear, children? And also, what are the do's and don'ts? Check if any electrical wires are not covered properly. Do not overload your plug point. Check for the gas leaks. Keep a fire extinguisher at home and place. Call the fire station in your area immediately. If the fire is small, use the sand or fire extinguisher to extinguish it. Don't try it for the larger fire, children. Immediately call to the fire service. Never use water in case of fire caused by the electrical disturbance. This is one of the important point, children. There is a fire due to the electrical disturbance. You should not use water. It will cause damage to you also. If the building is on fire, immediately evacuate it. Don't use lifts. Use the stairs instead. And try to cover your face, children. Is it clear, children? Shall we move to the travel related disaster? So, disaster may also occur due to the road accidents, rail accidents, capsizing of ships. Capsizing means the ships will be upside down, aeroplane crashes, etc. So, rail accidents are very common in India, children. So, rail and road accidents occur due to the negligence of drivers. Is it clear? And also fog, rainfall, fire, intoxication, having the toxic materials, then terrorist activities, children. In the year May 2010, listen very carefully, children. In the year May 2010, Air India plane. So, Air India plane got crashed, children. Where it is crashed? In the tabletop runway. So in the Mangalore airport itself, it got crashed. On 4th May 2011, the Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Dorji Kandu, died in a helicopter crash. So these are the travel related disaster. How we can avoid this? By, sorry, what are the do's and don'ts? Try to stop the bleeding of the injured person. You have to keep any pressure or a cloth if you find any travel related affected person. So victims must be taken to the nearest hospital as soon as possible. In case of bus or train accidents, try to pull out the trapped victims. They will be stuck down, right? Try to pull out the trapped victims. Main thing, children, you have to help the people who affected during the travel accidents. You should not neglect them. Is it clear, children? You have to keep your mind steady. You should not be shivered. You should not be fear of those people. Is it clear, children? The next one, mitigation of the disaster. That means how we can manage, how we can recover, how we can prepare for a disaster. Government should be implemented different policies for the different types of disasters. Is it clear, children? The local people should be aware of potential disaster. That means the disaster which happening in their area, they have to be aware. Imagine if they are living near one volcanic region, so they have to be aware what are the things will happen due to the volcanic eruption. So village community must be prepare a disaster management team within the community. Within them, they have to make one group of people to help the district administration. So training programs should be conducted to create the awareness in schools and colleges regularly. Efficient forecasting, warning systems, and sound communication networks must be established, children. Then mock drills should be done within the community. Special arrangements should be done for the aged and pregnant women and children because they are so important, right? So, like you people or children, so pregnant women, they need some attention, and also the aged persons. So then medical emergency kit should be ready in all the houses of a community. Then rehabilitation and construction must not be given, sorry, rehabilitation and construction must be given top priority. That means people should be ready for the recovery. So that's all for the part 3. Now time for making the scrapbook. So observe these pictures, children. So here they are pasting some of the photos like chart cuttings. Instead of that, you have to paste the pictures of the disasters and also how we can manage the disaster. That's all for the chapter 1 children. All the best. Do well. Thank you.